kick coverage, punt coverage, all return, everything's going to be important in a game as tight as this one's going to be.
That is Grady Garcia, the last of the Garcias at Southern Columbia, back to return along with Braden Andrews. And Dunbar's kick is punched up the middle on a big hop. This will be Garcia straight ahead, and Garcia pushes the pile across the 35 out close to the 40. Sonny Puga, a senior, in on the tackle on special teams. It'll be 1st and 10 for Southern Columbia at its own 38-yard line. Garcia has 1,028 yards and 17 touchdowns. Joey Williams, 866 yards, 10 touchdowns. Blaze Kissinger, 18 catches, 7 have ended in the end zone. Braylon Smith, a sophomore at right tackle, 6'2", 290. Dunbar, 96 tackles, 13 sacks. Carleo Los has 14 tackles for a loss. Freshman Deontay Gillespie, 140 tackles, and Amario Boatwright, 123 stops to lead the defense for the Steelers. On first down, it will be Edwards off the left side, and he will squeeze for 4 to the 42-yard line. Oh, correction. First run for Joey Williams. I see the wing T can get everybody.
Yeah, it's
Second
tough.
down and 6. So let's talk about the quarterback. Aiden Hockenbrock is a junior, 5'11", 180 pounds, 73 for 122. So he doesn't throw a ton. 17 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 1,261 yards, completing 60% of his passes.
He's a crucial runner, too. They've got so much talent to run the football.
This is Andrews on second down, and he is close to a first down near the 48-yard line. Southern Columbia averaging 301 yards a game on the ground, 7 yards per carry, just 84 yards through the air.
So when I watched this game last night from last week, it's like they paper cut you to death, right? It's just little chunk, little chunk, little chunk, and they're perfectly content with that.
3rd and less than a yard. Off the wing, it is Garcia. Gets to the edge. He'll have a first down, stays in bounds, a couple of jump cuts, and now he is out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, a pickup of 15. What a couple of cuts by the youngest Garcia.
So they're going to pull backside on that play, and that's 53 for Southern Columbia, Cameron Trow. So he's the backside guard, but Garcia is able to almost outrun him and get to the edge. It works, and great second effort. You're going to see toughness from all 3 of the backs in the backfield, from Garcia, from Andrews, and also the other guy that carried earlier in Joey Williams, number 6.
First man through is Williams. Williams inside the 35 to the 32. He'll pick up 6. Second down and 4.
So what I like about Hockenbrock is the ball handling. You see a lot of the handoffs, it's an open hand fake, one hand on the ball, and that's crucial to make sure you keep this defense off balance. They want to be aggressive, but you got to know who has it.
Garcia, lots of room, cuts it back to the inside, and he is in for a touchdown. Sophomore Grady Garcia from 32 yards out, and the wing T is humming early at Mechanicsburg.
Andrews gets it first, and he hands it off inside. The defense completely off balance, so they're a little hesitant, and then the blocking downfield by your quarterback, Hockenbrock, 13. That's a play they'll run a lot, and it's not even a counter. Technically it is, but the blocking up front just looks like you're running inside zone.
Blaze Kissinger is the holder. The kicker is Preston Shadle, a senior. Again, he's 67 for 74 on extra points. Doesn't get much on this one, and it will fade to the right. So Southern Columbia unable to convert the extra point, but a little more than 2 minutes in wrestling, and Garrett won 4 football championships, a silver medal, and 3 total medals in the state tournament in wrestling.
By the way, District 4 in AA, they are good. That's a solid district at AA wrestling. Gage, I think, went to Lehigh for a little bit to wrestle too, right?
Michigan first, then Lehigh.
Yep. So, no, it's a great family history. By the way, you mentioned Hynoski. Kind of wondered what he was doing at this point. Great story as well, that a kid from, at the time, single-A Southern Columbia was a valuable player for the Giants in the NFL.
Shadle with the kick. Jaden King Vincent on the return. The junior gets around the right edge on the sideline, and he has nothing but daylight in front of him. Jaden King Vincent will answer with a 90-yard kickoff return, his third touchdown in the return game this season.
Well, that didn't take long, and this is where they're dangerous, right? You got to keep your lanes. Now, you're a double-A school, so you don't have a lot of depth. Might have some guys on kick coverage that aren't that experienced. There's the move that gets it, and you got to get him on, got to contact him once. He has an edge, he has a wall, and then he's gone. I mean, one play, they could take the lead.
He has now returned 3 kickoffs for touchdowns and 3 punts for a touchdown. It is their 10th return touchdown of the season.
You can see why, man. Are they good? And they're dangerous. You got to probably adjust that when you're kicking off again.
And again, they'll go for 2. They've converted 41, 19 by run, 22 by pass. So before he takes an official snap, it's Johnson out of the Wildcat who will carry in for 2. And 15 seconds after falling behind, Farrell goes in front, 8-6 on the 2-point conversion.
So he's got a middle. That's just pure speed from the outside, and they've got a ton of guys that can make plays like that.
The numbers for King Vincent, I mean, you heard the return touchdowns. He came in averaging 38 yards a kickoff return, nearly 32 yards on punt returns this season.
I mean, those are great numbers. You get 25 on a kick return, that's gold. Now you're plus 30 when you got the return game set.
Dunbar with a short kick. One of the up men will take it as a flag comes flying in from down the field. That was Jace Malikoski on the return. Our officiating crew is out of District 11 in the Lehigh Valley. Craig Moser is the referee today. A look at the rest of the team. They have been together for the entirety of the playoffs. And they've also worked some games together in the regular season, so it's a crew that has a lot of continuity.
Third return. On the receiving team, number 4. 10 yards from the spot of foul. First down.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Southern Columbia at the 30. Hockenbrock, the quarterback, he has rushed for 309 yards on the season as well, as they have multiple guys that can hurt you in the run game.
So another big player there that's really stepped up this year is Fulmer, number 50. So he's the left guard. He's been tremendous on the pull. So they're going to run guard trap most of the time. And again, look at the chunk yardage on the first play. And that's as basic as it gets with this offense.
9 for Andrews, 2nd down and 1 at the 39. On 2nd down, Williams, he'll get cut down in the backfield, and it's the return man, King Vincent, who makes the stop. He had 36 tackles coming into today.
Well, we talked about Jules Johnson, who's up there as well. So if you're going to bounce, look at him bounce, but they aren't able to block the contain. You saw Andrews come out and try to chip on Jules Johnson, but he dives up there. This team is very good at covering the edges with the linebackers that they have. We'll take a look right there of Carleo Lowe, 17, off the edge, very dangerous.
Yeah, correction, it was Johnson. My apologies. His 8th tackle for a loss this season, 92nd tackle overall. Here's that inside handoff again to Andrews on a 3rd down and 3, and he will scoot across the 40 and pick up 4 yards for the first down.
So what you're seeing Farrell do, so Johnson's considered the strong safety. So he's going to line up tight end side, but he's going to almost be an outside backer, and he has to stay at home. He did that play. It does go for a first down, but minimal yardage. The last one, they busted out of there for a touchdown. And then Lowe, 17. We'll see if they bounce him around. He's tough to block. And he's lined up on the outside in that 4-man front, actually 5-man front, with 2 outside guys stand up and edge rushers.
Andrews in motion. Williams just blown up. Rashad Dunbar, his 28th tackle for a loss this season. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
That's a big play against this wing team to put him behind the chains. 4 comes outside, he's on block. Tight end leaves him go because his job is to step out and get the backer, and the tackle can't step over quick enough.
Go ahead, Doug.
Well, his speed should be. When I watched last night, I said, move around. They will move him all over the place.
Well, one of the things we talked about with Jim Roth is all that pre-snap movement, and he said we have to find a way to account for everybody with all that movement.
Not that time.
2nd down and 12. Andrews again in motion. Hockenbrock will keep this time. Gets to the corner, has a first down, and a whole lot more as he will be thrown down at the 40. That's a gain of 21 and a first down for Hockenbrock, who averages 5.5 yards per carry.
Man, he's so good when he runs it because, again, it takes a little bit. Watch what he's going to do. I love that play. I watched it last week. I love it because it looks like, oh, he's just going to stand there, right? I handed it off. So the other thing with this offense is they will show the ball from behind the quarterback. It's like old school play action. So you can't tell because he's using his body to shield the football.
Williams gets the carry, spins off the initial hit, then Lowe will make the tackle. Play is whistled dead. Carleo Lowe, an offer from the University of Akron, 68 tackles coming into today. That'll be a pickup of 3 at 2nd and 7.
Oh, the Gravedigger's in, Steve. Miles Hilton, number 56, 380 at 6'6". So they brought him in. There he is. Oh, that's not Hilton's fit. But those two guys de-tackle. They want to clog inside. So they bring the run stoppers in.
Andrews on 2nd down, working off the right side, well defended. He'll get 3 to the 34. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 for Southern Columbia.
Fulmer once again on trap. And he's really good at almost, when you watch him from the end zone and some of the looks, Fulmer 50, when he's setting up a block, it's predetermined, but he has the vision of a running back. Like, there's an opening, and hammers through the hole.
Southern Columbia 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions. Kissinger split out to the right. Quick count, Andrews again. Runs into some traffic. He'll be about a yard, maybe a yard and a half shy, probably 4 down territory for the Tigers here.
So last week when you watched, I'm going to talk about the big guy 67, John Quinton. Now they haven't played tackle today. He was guard last week. So with that move, so Fulmer picks up that left guard spot and Quinton moves to right tackle or left tackle. Most likely he's got to block those ends who are really good at getting up the field.
Need to get to the 30-yard line. Fake to Williams. Hockenbrock will keep, and he'll have a first down. Boatwright makes the tackle, but not before the quarterback picks up 6 to the 25, and they'll move the chains.
Look at Fulmer come out. You could hear this one upstairs. 50, bang, big shot. And Hockenbrock, like all these guys that carry the ball, great at reading the blocks and being patient with the run. The other thing, it allows the guard with the timing in the backfield to get out and make that open field block.
1st and 10 at the 25. Garcia cuts it back. He is gone again. His 2nd of the day from 25 yards out, and Southern Columbia is back in front. His vision is unbelievable.
Oh, is it? So they have the lead blocker in Joey Williams. It's like an ISO play or off tackle. Watch 6 lead. There's where you want to run it. Bounce, nothing. All right, I'm going to slide across. Great, like a pin block there from the center, and then he's off and running. Again, and even when they look more traditional and you're running pro set, these guys can make you pay, and they're not afraid to run between the tackles. The Aiden McHale looked like he had the pinner there. He was 74 to center.
19 touchdowns on the year for Garcia. They'll go for 2 after missing the extra point on their first touchdown. Hockenbrock fakes, rolls out to the left again, cuts it into the inside, and he'll get in for the 2-point conversion. 4:21 to play in the opening quarter. It's been a shootout.
As far as taking the time down the field, but that's some excitement. That straight on kicker, we want to go old school there. That was impressive.
There is King Vincent, who returned his first kickoff today, 90 yards for a touchdown. Shadle will try him again. A short kick, this time at the 19, and Vincent will get across the 35. Keegan Deal, who is getting the start at safety today, will make the tackle. We'll get a chance to take a look at the Farrell offense. Nemo Jones, 32 catches, 5 for touchdowns. Dorian Kane, 5 touchdown catches. The left side of the line, Thomas and Crumby are both sophomores. For Southern Columbia, Chase Williams, 26 tackles for loss. John Quinton, 21 tackles for loss. Piaa has 97 tackles. Whitting has 82. And again, Deal gets his first start at safety for Caden Zachman, who was unfortunately injured in practice earlier this week and is not able to go in the state championship. Aaron Pegues, the coach's son, is the quarterback. And on first down, he'll hand off to Jules Johnson, and Johnson has absolutely nowhere to go as he is shut down quickly by John Quinton, who picks up his 22nd tackle for a loss.
All right, so GH counter, when you watch them, it takes a while, all right? What I mean by that is they're not crystal smooth getting to the edge, and because of that, guess where the puller came from in Lavon Crumby? That's where Quinton came from. He and 57 and Jaden Carter, great defensive tackles.
Loss of 3, second down and 13. Aaron Pegues, the quarterback, is a junior, 6'1", 190 pounds, 133 for 191, 21 touchdowns, only 1 interception, 1,926 yards. He has completed 70% of his passes. He's also run for 600 yards. He is loading up and looking deep down the middle, and the pass is caught by Dorian Kane, who had a great catch last week as well. Another one today as he is down at the 27-yard line.
Well, Pegues saw that right away. Now, let's give credit there to Keegan Deal. He's the free safety new one, so you're going to attack him, right? He comes over just a little bit late, and he does try to make the block. That was a really nice throw. Kane last week, great catch. He's a deep threat, and why not come out of the gate and try to fire one down the middle of the field?
39 yards, first and 10 at the 27-yard line. The Steelers average 252 yards a game on the ground, 146 through the air. As Pegues will keep and squeeze his way to the 24, a pickup of 3. It's second down and 7.
It's a simple quarterback power for short yardage, but a win offensively, a win on that opening down for this Farrell team. Again, you know, you got to figure they're plus 40. They're going for it on 4 downs at some point. But regrouping nicely after that negative play on their opening offensive play.
Good bet they're not going to try a field goal.
Nope, that's not going to happen.
2.5 to go in the opening quarter. Movement up front. Second and 7 becomes second and 12.
No, Andrada was the puller. Sometimes too, if you look at that line, you can kind of tell which guard's going, because they're usually, whether they're lined up slightly behind or they might be a little upright, because they know they got to get out and down the line of scrimmage.
Father and son, head coach, quarterback. Anthony Pegues said Aaron is 10 times better than I was. Yeah. And he says they throw a little bit more these days than I did back then. Second and 12. Pegues, great protection. Throwing down the left sideline. Adjustment made, and the pass is broken up. Pretty good throw. It was intended for Johnson. They'll move him to a receiver spot at times to stretch the defense, but good coverage by Caius Morrow, a senior.
A wheel route out of the backfield. And man, he can fly, because that ball looked like it might have been, I mean, he gets up underneath, and I like the fact that these guys, that's one that Johnson's going to want another attempt at. Letting them hand fight a little bit, letting them battle. Good solid defense there by the Tigers.
3 receiver set to the right plus 1 to the left on a third down and 12. Blitz coming. Pegues under pressure, loses the football at the 45-yard line, and Southern Columbia trying to scoop and score. They'll just settle for the scoop as Chase Williams comes up with his second fumble recovery of the season.
Oh, he had a receiver open for a second, but the pressure just coming. Pass protection will be vital today after that sack. Williams, one of the ends. No time for Pegues. They bring an extra blitzer, and it's the corner that time in Caius Morrow, who had that last pass breakup, and they roll coverage over, so there was nowhere to go. Boy, you got to be, again, just got to be so sharp with the football.
That is Morrow's first sack of the season. First and 10 for Southern Columbia at its own 46. Andrews finds the sledding a little rough on first down as he gets just a yard to the 47. Johnson at the bottom of the pile. It's second down and 9.
Braden Andrews up the middle.
Southern Columbia now plus 13 in turnovers for the season.
I was looking at Morrow, too. I mean, he's listed as an outside backer, so he comes in, but he's got 70 total tackles, a busy guy, and that was a big play to come, unexpected blitz, but this is a series for Farrell. With the way this team runs the football, when you talk about the Tigers, you can't afford in this game to potentially go down 21-8.
On second down, Hockenbrock fakes, Tries that left side again. Cuts it to the inside. Takes a huge hit from Boatwright. Hangs on and picks up the first down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 11.
And his QB run, so much fun. So now he really plays the fake. So open hand, pointing, all right, I'm going to throw, and then just goes, gets outside. So he gets a block by Williams, number 6, and a physical tackle coming up. Williams has been crucial, blocking inside, blocking outside. And then Dorian Kane had made that big catch, comes up and makes a tackle in the open field.
Kane 8 on the tackle, not 0 Boatwright. 1st and 10 at the 42. Fake to Andrews. Hockenbrock gives the ball to Andrews, who gets to the 37. You used the term ball handling earlier for Hockenbrock, something we're associating with basketball usually.
Yep. Well, you look at that a little bit, right? So, first of all, the old school play action guys were really good at hiding the football. You go back to the Spurrier days of playing. You go to Steve Young's days of playing. I mean, guys that, just a tremendous, because a lot of play action from bootleg, and that's what Hockenbrock is good at, and carrying out the fake.
A lot of action here in the opening 12 minutes in the Piaa 2A championship game. After 1 in Mechanicsburg, it is Southern Columbia 14, Farrell 8 on PCN.
From coast to coast and every state between, X marks the spot as Max Preps is your source for everything high school sports. From schedules, roster, stats, live scores, video highlights, photos, playoff brackets, to award programs that recognize the hard-working athletes across the country. Max Preps gives you access to every team, every game, and every player. Get in the know today by downloading the Max Preps app, available in both the iTunes and Google Play Store. Or visit maxpreps.com, America's source for high school sports.
Groundhog Day, February 2nd on PCN.
Get more Pennsylvania sports with PCN Select. Stream all the PIAA championships, sports profiles, inside the lines, and more with PCN Select. Go to PCNselect.com to subscribe today. Back at Chapman Field, we start the second quarter in the AA championship game. Southern Columbia with the ball, up 14-8. Has a 2nd down and 6 from the Farrell 37. They will pick up 3 with Joey Williams. It'll bring up a 3rd down and a little more than 2.
Williams on the carry.
Yeah, yardage fine for this Tigers offense. They'll get it closer.
Marshall, the second.
Williams bounces outside. Fulmer's been real busy, number 50, as the left guard. That time he's going to pull outside on what they hope to be a sweep.
152 yards on the ground already for Southern Columbia on 19 carries. They'll keep it on the ground again. Andrews fighting for an extra yard, will not get it, as Deontay Gillespie, the talented freshman with 140 tackles on the season, making the stop. It's 4th and short.
And off to Braden Andrews.
Well, the last couple plays, Farrell's been stout. They're going to bring the chains into measure just to see if they got it or not.
Anthony Pegues couldn't say enough about Gillespie and what he has done in his 9th grade season.
Officials timeout for a measurement.
7 tackles for a loss, an interception, 4 fumble recoveries. He's blocked a kick. Said he is a talent, very athletic. He's ready to play. And it will be 3rd down. Jim Roth, top 5 all-time in high school coaching wins in the country. 520 entering today.
Well, if I did the math right, I have them at 1.76 losses per season, his career. That sounds about right. I mean, unreal.
74 losses in 42 seasons. 4th and short. Williams breaks the initial hit. Kane got got a piece of him, but too late.
Yep.
He had already picked up forward progress to the 31-yard line, and Southern Columbia is now 2 for 2 on 4th downs.
This looked like this was going to be disaster. The penetration is there. Andrews gets the block. I don't know if he got, well, I guess he did get that close, but man, they defended that one pretty well. They have brought the Gravedigger in there, 56, to take away the inside run. They're probably going to keep that group in.
Tigers.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Now you notice they're in a 3-man front when they break the huddle, and now they'll move guys around.
21 plays from scrimmage for Southern Columbia, all runs. Make it 22 for 22. As Andrews tracked down from behind by Kane at the 26-yard line, a pickup of 5 more.
Once again, that's that handoff, first of all to Garcia, then to Andrews running outside. They're going to set it up, just wait. They got the contain blocked, and then you're also going to see Hockenbrock. They've run that play 3 times now. You see him lead the way, and what you like about the Andrews run at the end is just, all right, I'm going to get up behind my guy, and I'm going to get as much out of this as possible.
What's frustrating about defending the wing T is you think you do a pretty good job, and you realize, well, they just gained 5 yards in that play.
Yeah.
And here is Garcia running inside this time. And he is inside the 20 to the 19. He'll pick up 7 more and another first down for the Tigers.
Great look here with Trow, 53 leading, and then Andrews just gets up in there, or Garcia gets up in there, and then there's he almost hides in there. These backs when they run inside, you can't really see him. No contact, and the legs keep continuing to go, and there you go, another set of downs.
Garcia listed at 5'8", 140. Doesn't have the size that his brothers did when they played for Jim Roth, but he is just as effective. Everybody looking for the football. Hockenbrock running one way. It was Williams straight ahead to the 16. 2nd down and 7. But the key for a defense when you're playing against the wing T, you have to be disciplined. You cannot overcommit.
No, and that's what takes the aggressiveness away from this defense at times. And they're obviously going to adjust. If you're attacking or pinching the middle, you might see him come outside. We haven't seen the true double wing just yet, but they haven't had to run it.
Here's Andrews. Andrews gets cut down at about the 12. There's Kane making another tackle.
Brought down by number 8, Dorian Kane.
So you're going to run guard trap with Williams being the extra guy. So it does. So when you look at that play, all right, what's the tweaks? Well, that's the tweak. So it looks like you're running GH counter, but instead of having the H back in the present offense, you've got the running back in Williams leading through because you've got a wing or you've got that pro set to the left.
Already 8 tackles for Kane. Hockenbrock cannot get outside this time, but stayed on his feet and dives close to the marker. He was hit in the backfield by, I believe, Boatwright, but apparently his knee did not go down.
There's the contact at the ankles, right at the knees, but he sits on him.
That's a good call.
Gets the extra effort for a 1st and goal.
So Boatwright made a whale of a play, but somehow Hockenbrock kept the knee from touching the turf, and he'll have a 1st and goal at the 9.
Southern Columbia.
Hockenbrock has thrown 17 touchdown passes this year. He has not tossed a pass yet in this one. 26 straight runs. And they're not about to change at this point. Down to the 5 is Andrews.
On the carry.
So this is the double wing set. You got 7 across the offensive line, 2 tight ends, and 2 wings. So no receivers at all. You've got the 2 backs, or in this case, you're going to run the wing back in Andrews, wing back Garcia. Quarterback can run it too, and that would be what they would. That's the vintage wing T look, where you've got the 2 wings and 2 tight ends.
Yeah, the Delaware wing T that was made famous by Tubby Raymond, the head coach at the University of Delaware, and it's been tweaked over the years. And Jim Roth said we have tweaked it as much as anybody. Garcia unable to get to the outside. So flag comes in as well. Gillespie again with great penetration.
Grady Garcia running with the ball for the Tigers.
Right now it's a loss of 3 pending the call.
So they're moving the flag, so you know this is on the offense because it's from the spot. It had to have been a hold, probably outside on a tackle, maybe. Might have had contained because it came from the linesman who's down the field on the play. When you bounce like that, it's very difficult if a defender's gotten outside of you to keep your hands inside or turn the body, and that might have been what happened.
We talked about Garcia. All three of his brothers won Pennsylvania's Small School Player of the Year. Their dad, Mike, wrestled at Mount Carmel and then at Bucknell. He won 3 high school titles on the mat.
Holding on the offense, number 24. 10-yard penalty, second down.
Yeah, so Garcia's left wing, so you're going to see it right here. So see, he's up underneath, but once he bounces it, your defender kind of goes, and that was tough to see, but you could obviously see, you can see where the linesman is. He's downfield, so he probably just saw jersey pull. So in a sense, that play is designed to go up underneath, but all right, at that point, you're locked, and then if the defender pulls away, here's a hold.
10-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 15. It is second down and goal. Hockenbrock maybe throwing for the first time today under pressure, able to escape momentarily, but Rashad Dunbar got to him back at the 19-yard line. Dunbar with his 14th sack of the season.
Sack on the play by number 4, Rashad Dunbar.
This was tough because you had the H and the tight end leave down the line, but the pressure came so quickly you couldn't even tell if they were open or not. And then Dunbar's made 2 big defensive plays. This, an important series for this defense.
Third and goal from the 19. th play of the drive, which started with 1:32 left in the first quarter. We're past the midpoint of the second quarter. Hockenbrock faking, nobody to throw to, will run, makes a cut, and will be dropped inside the 5 by Jason Marshall II. He gets to the 4, a pickup of 15. It's 4th and goal.
So good decision because you're going to see the pocket collapse, but from the outside. All right, you got Max protecting there, and then off he goes. Kind of a missed tackle there by Gillespie, number 11, where if he wrapped him, he maybe gets him a few yards back. But now because you're so short and it's 4th down, you're looking at maybe you might try to release here if possible, but also you're in that territory. If you're Southern Columbia, you don't have to completely abandon the run.
4th and goal from the 4. Garcia in motion, the inside handoff again to Andrews, and he is escorted in for a touchdown on a 4th and goal from the 4. Braden Andrews with his 22nd rushing touchdown of the year.
Second TD on this play. That's the 4th time they've run it. And you see up front, the scheme is the same. The key there is no penetration on it, right? You got another great block for Southern Columbia by Fulmer, 50. It's a hinge, so he just turns the hips and holds it up, and then they're able to get outside. You got 6 there, Daniels. You got the QB in Hockenbrock, and you've got your running back.
How important is timing on a play like that?
Oh,
Make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be.
So a lot of time, again, and that's why you don't pull, because it's going to take too much, right? You're absolutely right. In that spot, you got to make sure those guys that have already had it can get going back in the other direction.
Go for 2 again. Hockenbrock looking to throw, lobs one up. Penalty flag is thrown as the pass is complete. Pending the call, it is Malikoski, the tight end, with the 2-point catch for the moment.
Malikoski comes out of the backfield. He's being held the entire time, off the line of scrimmage, lined up as an end. So this should go against Farrell, and they're going to decline it. Hey, they can say they can score 2-pointers too. They did it last week.
So it looks like the 2-point conversion will stand.
Holding on the defense, number 8. Penalty decline. Point is good.
So we will take a timeout. 4:31 to play in the first half in Mechanicsburg. The AA championship on PCN. Southern Columbia 22, Farrell 8.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail. Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We We need more officials across the country because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
For over 25 years, PCN is proud to bring you exciting moments of Pennsylvania sports. From touchdowns to double plays to the butterfly stroke, PCN brings all the action right to you. PCN is a 501c3 nonprofit television network dedicated to bringing Pennsylvania to you. Please consider a tax-deductible donation today. PCN is Pennsylvania Sports.
Last time Southern Columbia was in the championship game 2 years ago, meeting Westinghouse for a second straight year. A quick start for the Tigers. Loudon Murphy on the second play of the game goes 83 yards for a touchdown. Isaac Carter would return an interception 66 yards to the house. It was 14-0, but tied 14-14 at halftime. Southern Columbia then would engineer a 12-play, 99-yard game-winning drive as Carter Madden scores from 12 yards out with 42 seconds left. Isaac Carter, the point after, 21-20 as Southern Columbia won its 7th straight championship and 14th overall 2 years ago here at Cumberland Valley.
Yeah, that Westinghouse team is like the Colts when they were good and they saw the Patriots every year. That team the year before that, we did that game as well. An explosive team. First time they were in the state championship game. They're going to want to get into another level without Southern Columbia being in there. They're good.
14-point lead for the Tigers. Shadle will kick off. King Vincent is back deep. He has returned 190 yards for a touchdown. This one scoots through the legs and will get to the goal line barely for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Steelers.
They were fortunate. Right through the legs, right through the wickets there. It's fortunate this gets laid down in there and it gets into the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Yeah,
that touchdown drive for Southern Columbia, 15 plays, 54 yards, 9 minutes and 1 second.
Yeah. It's you got to be good here if you're Farrell. In other words, you got to be efficient, or you got to be better on getting the defensive stop, because they'll just grind it out the rest of this game. This is what they did last week, Southern Columbia.
We've played a little more than 19 minutes. Farrell's had the ball for 3 minutes and 4 seconds. 6th play from scrimmage. Johnson will barrel his way to the 23.
So this, our first look at Carleo Lowe as the H-back, the 260-pound number 17. Something to look for here with him. He's going to come out, though. Whenever he's in, they're going to lean to run that way, whether they run outside with him, whether they bring him in motion on counters. But because he's so big, he's like an extra guard back there, they tend to run with him, and they got what they needed there, a couple of yards on first down.
He was a lineman last year. They have a good nucleus back along that front five, so Anthony Piaa said with his athleticism, we're going to put him at the H-back spot.
Yeah. Well, he was fun to watch, that's for sure.
Play clock winding down here, and the Steelers will take a timeout with 3:43 left in the half.
Time out of the half.
Anthony Piaa in his 6th year as the head coach. Mentioned 30 years ago, he quarterbacked Farrell to a state championship over Southern Columbia. In fact, they beat the Tigers back-to-back years.
It was funny when we joked about it, when he was talking about his son, being a better quarterback. He was like, no, there's no spread back then. They didn't have it yet. It was there. Nobody ran it. And he's like, yeah, we were 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Remember those days.
1995, they won 6-0 at Mansion Park. That was their head coach, Lou Falcone. He is still on the staff. He's a member of the school board. He met up with Jim Roth before the game today.
Yeah.
And then in 1996 in Altoona, they won 14-12 over Southern Columbia, 2 of the 4 state titles in school history. Anthony Piaa said he is around every day, talking to the kids, helping out. He's been a great advisor to him. I think it's so cool that he is still involved in the program after winning the state championship 30 years ago.
Yeah, I agree.
We throw the screen here, and Blaze Kissinger all over it.
So bubble, right, with Jules Johnson, but you're going to see outside, that's a long time. Look at how far away. So you're talking about a lineman's got to come out and your receiver's got to block. So number one, the timing's not there because the lineman can't get out. And when you've got that much space, I talked about this last night, when you run bubble, you want that reception close so your receiver doesn't have to hold the block very long.
3rd down and 9, 4 receiver set as we hit 3 minutes to play in the opening half. Pegues, good protection, throws complete to Kane, has the first down, flag comes in from the other side of the field, perhaps an eligible receiver downfield. For now, it's a first down to the 36-yard line.
I think you're dead right on that one because it came from the line judge. He was standing there at the line. That means they released too far, although it doesn't look like it from that spot unless he saw holding on this near side.
Flag came in very late.
Oh, it's definitely against Farrell.
Yes,
He's right. You're right. I just didn't look like it. You got to be about 3. Didn't look like it from the end zone. Got to be
covered.
Must have been a formation thing. Yes.
Well, that's what it was. So he was covered. There you go. Yeah. So you had a tight end or a receiver that was on the line inside of someone who was on the line outside. Although I don't know. I mean, we're gonna take a look here. So there it is, right here, middle guy. He's covered. Exactly right. He's supposed to be off the line of scrimmage, but he's up and he's covered, which means he's ineligible. So that was a good call there.
Got it right. Ball moved back to the 16-yard line. 3rd down and 14. That was good protection. That was a good throw. But they'll have to try it again. Pegues under pressure, able to spin away. Williams with pressure, ball thrown up for grabs, and it falls incomplete as Anthony Martino of Southern Columbia had the best shot at that.
Yeah.
It'll be 4th down.
Well, that would have been a backbreaker there. And this is where it can be tough for Pegues, where he's just got to get it out of there. And he was fortunate. That was a duck, and it went out of bounds, or it was almost picked off. But again, listen, no team is really comfortable in predictable passing downs. But against this defense that can lay back and rush 4, man, it's really tough to gain those necessary yards. And you've got a lot of pressure on the quarterback on that last play.
Jason Marshall II to punt, averaging 32 yards a kick. Andrews and Garcia are back. Farrell falling on the football just in case it was touched by Southern Columbia. It was DeMar Russell, freshman, getting to the ball.
Well, I think it was Blaze Kissinger that was there, and he didn't see it. You got to yell poison as best you can, and he ran out of there. But so watch where 10 is. So he's right here, and he can't tell because he's blocking. Ball's in front, behind him, but I don't believe it hit him. And obviously, that's the heads-up play by Farrell to jump on it. He might get some contact you don't see.
I don't know how it didn't hit him. It was right there.
I know.
He avoided it. So 2:23 to go, short field. Southern Columbia has all 3 timeouts left.
Yeah, and they don't have to do anything out of the ordinary with this much time left. See if they continue to run that counter. That it's almost like a scissor play.
Andrews gets the carry on 1st down. Spins away from the hit of Kane. Gillespie will bring him down at the 39, a gain of 4 at 2nd down and 6. One first down for Farrell today, 10 for Southern Columbia. Inside handoff again, Garcia this time. Garcia hit right at the sticks.
Boy, another nice read by a running back. Garcia turns that upfield. Then he decided they're going to go the opposite way this time with Andrews to Garcia. Watch him turn this up because you're going to see the contain, and then the kick out is out there, so I'm going to cut it upfield. Now, there is Jules Johnson, but the contact coming from Kane.
Williams on 1st down. Dunbar will make the tackle, but another good pickup to the 26. A gain of 7, and Southern Columbia will take its first time out with 1:28 to play in the half.
This play hits so fast. When you see, sometimes you see triple option where that fullback is, when you can't defend this. So it's dive. It's simple as that. It's coming up front, and it's the old zone block, but you're usually man up on someone, and wherever Kane can get it. So it's quick. and then he's just reading where he sees an alleyway and bounces that way for positive yards.
What a first half it's been defensively for Dorian Kane. He has 10 tackles already.
Yeah.
The good news is he has 10 tackles. The bad news is he has 10 tackles. They've been on the field way too long.
That and the fact that he is a free safety. So that means he's not even coming up or is supposed to come up. He's coming up on run support because they don't have to pass or they won't pass. But the fact that he's technically a third-level defender and he's making all the plays.
Hockenbrock still has not thrown a pass. The one time he dropped back, he was sacked. 33 rushing plays for 213 yards.
If they score here, I don't think we're going to see one the rest of the day. Unless they decide, come out of a quarter break or maybe come out of something and try to sneak a formation. But it's got to be in plus territory, maybe even inside the 30 if they do it.
Second down and 3 at the 26. Garcia in motion. He will get the handoff, waiting patiently for the blocks to develop. Garcia brought down.
You talked about the timing. So you got a guy playing guard, didn't play there last week, and Cameron Trow.
Number 52, Darnell.
At the 22-yard line, a first down. They'll keep it on the ground again. Short gain as we approach 1 minute to play. Darnell LeCamera made the tackle on the previous play. This is a pickup of about 2. It's second down and 8.
Leading the defense for the Steelers.
Hockenbrock looking to throw. Will deliver one for the first time. Gallagher makes the catch for Nathan, his 12th of the year. He is met immediately by Damar Kane, Dorian's twin brother.
Timeout, Southern Columbia.
It's a big open field tackle, but that's enough to stretch him, right? And he also got it lined up on the right hash. So if you want, you have the opportunity to go to the bigger side. You almost expect to see them keep it on the ground. They got a timeout left, plenty of time still, but a safe pass that's not going to be intercepted.
Third down and 4 at the 16. Coming up at halftime, Mike Zambelli and Jim Wills will be joined by Dr. Bob Lombardi, the soon-to-be retired executive director of the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association. So looking forward to hearing from Dr. Lombardi.
Have not run into him just yet. He and I go way back, man, wrestling. He was a big part for me of him getting me involved in wrestling, or not, I shouldn't say that, allowing me to broadcast wrestling at the Giant Center. There he is, Matt Hall, our guy for PCN with him. Yeah, it's going to be kind of weird, right?
And tonight we'll hear from the incoming executive director, Mark Byers. Will be joining Mike and Jim at halftime of the Roman Catholic Bishop McDevitt game, which comes your way at 7 o'clock this evening. Hockenbrock on the fake, gets a block from Williams, and is inside the 10 to the 6. A gain of 10. It'll be first and goal. Clock stop to move the sticks.
Oh, this is so fun. He had point this time. I love that play. Seeing that from last week is great. And again, he's hiding the ball with his back.
Coming off the wing, Andrews to the 1, brought down by Johnson. It'll be second and goal, and Southern Columbia will take its third and final timeout.
Timeout, Southern Columbia. That's their third and final timeout of the half.
So now, interesting scenario. You can still run the football here. If you don't get in, you can clock it to get to fourth down.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do. I thought Andrews might have. I was wondering if he was trying to get a timeout there with an injury, but he's going to stay in there. So this is one of those cases, right? You still got a lot of time to run 2 plays, even if you run it. I mean, you're looking at something inside here. You're looking at this is bread and butter run. Now, what's interesting when you watch these guys run, whether it's these counters or outside runs, you see inside. There's no pullers. I mean, it is just you're blocking your man.
So would you rather go hurry up here 2 straight plays if you don't get it on second down, or would you rather spike the ball on third down to give your side a chance to huddle for a fourth down play?
I think they've got 2 plays called here. I think that's what you're going to see. They got, because listen, it's not going to be much different from one to the other, but you go quick because they can get to the line really fast. So you get up there quick and have another play called, and then you have a chance to spike it if you don't make it on third.
They're going to go T right now. Yep. All 3 behind Hockenbrock. Who will get it? It's Garcia already with 2, now 3 touchdowns in the game.
Touchdown,
Well, that answers all that. You kind of figure with that T formation with 2 extra blockers in, and again, you're kind of just running. You're running dive, or you're running an ISO with the extra blockers back there. So it's Andrews and Williams. There's no stopping. That's just, and the guys up front, they're running behind that left side too. Carter, 57. The tackle's 320. You got to feel pretty confident you're running that one.
Coaches across Pennsylvania are going to be happy to know that after this year, there's only 2 more years of a Garcia at Southern Columbia. They'll go for 2 again, and this time they will not get in as Kane makes yet another stop on Andrews, so it will stay 28-8 with 19 seconds left in the half.
So just run after run. Trow's the puller on that trap play, and Andrews bounces it outside. Williams, they fake inside. Garcia gets it good from this end zone replay downfield. You can see the amount of vision. And then Hockenbrock's run that quarterback fake play 3 times. But there's, again, Andrew, that's the other thing noticing this. These guys that don't have the ball, you better expect a block, because if not, you got to be unselfish. How about Andrews with the lead, basically the lead block with Williams behind him on that touchdown run.
3rd TD of the day for Garcia. Talked about his brothers. Gage went 163-6 high school wrestling. Played at Michigan and Lehigh, did some football at Lehigh. Gavin went to Kent State, redshirt junior this year for the Flashes, and Garrett, a sophomore at Bloomsburg. He had 444 tackles in his career at Southern Columbia, did Garrett Garcia.
So now we're looking at Farrell, their 3rd possession, correct? 3rd offensive possession. That touchdown, if you missed it, was a kick return. So again, I'm interested to see if they try something here with 19, couple timeouts. But man, you're talking about limited possessions moving forward. You're down to a couple in this game.
Another good return wouldn't hurt. Not going to happen this time. As Timmy Jackson gets the return, averaging 28 yards per kick return. He gets to the 26 with 13 seconds left. 2 timeouts remaining for the Steelers.
The other thing, too, with the, you're down 20. Okay, no big deal, right? Okay. But you've got an offense that's running 9-play, 12-play drives. And they went quick there. They still took up 2 minutes. So it changes what you're calling here. So a lot of the stuff you might have built in, some wildcat runs, maybe some under center stuff, can't do it if you're forced to potentially throw the ball or move quicker.
Plays from scrimmage are 39-8. This is the 9th snap. And under pressure, and down goes Piaa. That is Jaden Carter with the sack. And that will end the first half. A tremendous first half for 14-time state champ Southern Columbia. Tigers, number 15.
Number 39, Preston Shadle. D3C, Timmy Jackson, Jaden King Vincent for the Steelers.
What a resume for this Southern Columbia team. It's almost like they have the state championship on their schedule every year.
Yes. Yeah, there's no banquet scheduled the night before like Twin Valley had the other day.
They didn't make the tournament last year. That ended a run of 7 straight state titles. They're back in it this year. Oh, the reverse, the toss by King Vincent. Jackson wasn't ready for it. King Vincent picks it up and will, fortunately for Farrell, get just across the 20 to the 21. That could have been disaster.
Yeah, obviously the communication wasn't there, because that's not a bad idea. They're very lucky. Yeah, very lucky that this one doesn't go the other way, because that's pretty much the ball game over. And then King Vincent's able to make something out of that. Not great field position to start, but better than turning it over.
1st and 10 for the Steelers at their own 21. They had the ball for 5 minutes and 39 seconds in the first half. They're going to go Wildcat. Piaa will go into a slot right. Johnson is the running back. He'll take the direct snap, and he will keep the football and get tripped up. Chase Williams and Talon Piaa there. Piaa, the linebacker, listed at 5'6", 180.
Yeah, seeing him out there and on the field pregame, I think that's legit. So there he is, but he can come up and make plays, right? I mean, good build, muscular guy. The problem with running this Wildcat and not having a sidecar back is that you know who's getting it, and you know what he's going to do with it, because you don't expect him to throw it.
Gain of 2. It's 2nd down and 8. Piaa's now back in the shotgun. Looks right, throws back to the left, has a man open. That's Nemo Jones, and Jones dragged down by Caius Morrow at the 43-yard line. A gain of 20 and a first down for the Steelers.
Big pickup on that because it's a softer coverage. So you're playing zone, so you got a corner up. He's got safety help behind him, and he drops it in there. Does Piaa's. Good touch on that play. Much needed conversion. You could kind of tell pre-snap that wasn't going to Jules Johnson based on his body language. And let's see if now they've got Big 17 in there in low, so probably a run play.
33rd catch of the year for Jones. Piaa's rolling to the right, throwing on the run into some traffic and nearly intercepted. Brady Arnold was right there, could not haul it in. It's second down.
Dangerous throw for sure, because of the fact you're throwing into double. So you see that Arnold's in front of him, and you got a guy over the top as well, and that's the new guy playing free safety, and Keegan Deal. That's, yeah, man's he going to want that one back.
Deal, the junior, getting his first start of the year after an injury in practice this week to Caden Zachman. Caden's brother Preston has been a multi-year starter at safety for the Wisconsin Badgers. And as of now, no D1 recruits on this current Southern Columbia roster. It's a different look. Johnson nearly mishandled the exchange, gains control and barrels into the secondary to the 44-yard line. He'll pick up 13. They'll move the chains again.
Yeah, big run on a simple play. So it's an inside zone, actually duo. You're going to double the play side tackle and the backside as well. Nice to see them run that combination play. Very effective. And again, this is kind of what they can do. They can run inside. That's been what's been successful these last couple of games.
Coming into today, Johnson needing 120 yards to set the school's rushing mark. Anthony Stallworth holds that with 5,404. Piaa's will keep, and he'll get nowhere. In fact, he'll lose two. Thrown back at the 46-yard line. It will be second down and 12.
Aaron Piaa's on the quarterback keep.
Caden Hopper, the senior. A couple of picks on the year.
And part of that, too, is the pressure coming from Jaden Carter, one of the D tackles. So it looked like they tried to double down that side as well and couldn't do it. And then nowhere for Piaa's to go but outside, and they had it covered. This defense for Southern Columbia gets to the football quickly.
It's a defense allowing 14.5 points per game. Farrell giving up just 10 points per game, allowed 28 in the first half. Piaa's under pressure again. Throws incomplete. It's now third down and 12.
Well, Jaden Carter gets in there and again defensively from the D tackle position. Again, he and John Quinton have been really good, 57-67 in the middle, and on pass pro in the last couple weeks for Farrell, it's been a little tough for them, and now you're talking about a predictable passing down second and long. It's coming up again here on third down.
Jaden Carter, a junior, listed at 6'4", 320 pounds. Working at that left defensive tackle position. Two receivers to the left for Piaa's. Third and 12. Pass incomplete, looking for Kane.
Now, I don't know if you could hear the crowd groan. Jules Johnson got away with one there. Man, did he. But again, that's they're getting pressure off the edge. You're going to see number 3 come up. And well, actually, that's more on Southern Columbia on the whole, not the other way around. So we heard it from the visiting crowd as he completely blocks, tackles Jules Johnson as Chase Williams. Not a bad play. He got away with it.
I thought the same thing when I watched it. Like, he was prevented from getting out into his pattern. Johnson will be in a slot right, 2 receivers each way, and a fourth down and 12.
All right, so this is a pass play. They've got Lowe in the backfield. I can't imagine on fourth and long, he's in there for pass protection.
Penalty flag thrown. Delay of game in all likelihood.
Delay of game. On the offense, number 1. 5-yard penalty, fourth down.
Back into Farrell territory at the 49. 4th and 17.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way you're going to punt here. They can run off 9 minutes in this quarter. It's going to be tough. with you're playing you got two high safeties you see from Southern Columbia. You're going to have probably have an eye on the quarterback, on him running from Piaa, number 4, in the middle.
Piaa under pressure again. He'll be sacked for the 3rd time today. Just a wave of black jerseys. Piaa, the diminutive linebacker, gets home. He's got 4.5 sacks. Quinton was in there as well, and Southern Columbia will take over on downs.
Great look at Piaa. Wait. All right, I'm coming. And he hides himself in there. He comes up and makes the play. Actually, he's blocking it in there. He kind of goes down. He just kind of goes down, but Quinton's the one that brings the pressure and it doesn't really allow Piaa to go anywhere.
That was pick your tiger. I mean, there were guys charging towards the quarterback, and Piaa just had nowhere to go. So now you're at the 39-yard line, up by 20, with 9:11 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Can they go 12 plays from the 39?
Trying to go 1, perhaps.
They're looking for screen, I think.
Screen goes absolutely nowhere. Well defended.
Screen pass complete to Jace Malakowski.
Malakowski, who caught a 2-point conversion earlier, his 18th catch of the year. That'll lose 2. It's 2nd and 12 at the 41. Good job there by the Steelers.
Yep. And they've also got the big guy in there once again. Boatwright's been busy from that 2nd level. They've got Hilton 56 in there to take away the run. A 3-man front as they break the huddle. And now they'll bring their edge guys up. And Johnson is on this low side, number 3 on the 40. He's in for run support.
Run that handoff inside to Andrews again. Johnson will make the tackle. Was a good force, though, by Jason Marshall II. A gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 11 at the 40.
So look at Marshall. He sees it and goes, right? The tackle can't get there. He's from the middle, and then Johnson takes outside as well. They're prepared and made the adjustment, at least on that play, of taking away that run that's been so effective so far.
That little inside reverse has been extremely successful thus far. 3rd and 11. Big play for the Steelers. Hockenbrock, short drop, throws a slant, and it is ruled a catch to Kissinger, and he gets 10 to the 30. So now they can go at 4th and 1.
This is a very high percentage play. Looking that way, just wants an open lane to throw it. It's a slant route off the snap, and the coverage is a little bit softer there than we've seen. You're not playing press, and it's a well-executed pass play, and now, again, you do whatever you want. You might see T formation again.
Southern Lehigh is 3 for 3 on 4th down. Tigers coming in at 14 and 1. They lost week 1 to Wyomissing out of District 3, perennial contender for a state title. They've won 14 straight since then. Andrews in motion, and the defense responds.
Wow.
Able to plug the hole, and the Steelers will hold, defending that short field, and they'll get the ball back at the 30-yard line.
And Quinton comes in at right guard 67, but once again, it's number 5 Marshall Marshall II that comes in there and makes the play. So you're going to bring Quinton in at guard in the second half, go his way, but you've got, again, that run filler and big 56 Hilton. He's lined up to your offense's left, so they come the other way.
12th tackle of the day for Dorian Kane. He has been sensational, and a huge hold for the Steelers as they still trail by 20 with 7 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Now they've got to try and get something going offensively. Piaa going deep down the middle for Kane. Reaches up.
Got it.
High traffic area there. Kane still fighting for possession. If it's dual possession, it's supposed to go to the offense.
It should be an instant call. It's Kane. He went up and caught it first.
And it is a completion.
Yes. Very similar to last week. Very similar. By the way, they brought in a new right guard in 75 for Farrell to block those tackles. Look, he goes up and gets it, comes down. If he's got it, this is a really good look. Look at him go up, grab the ball, come down with it. So once he's down like that, that's his ball, even if it's a tie.
It's 31 yards for now. After the play, well after the play, a flag came in. So the play is going to count. Which way will they walk off the penalty?
So actually, we don't have a 75. Just want to point that out for Farrell. He's come in at right guard to block whether it's Quentin or Jaden Carter, and that time not bad. And those are the two guys that are putting pressure on the QB.
Craig Moser, referee of this career of District 11, will explain.
After the play, personal foul on the defense, number 41. 15 yards will be added to the end of the run, first down.
So it now becomes a 46-yard play.
So, all right, I have a feeling this was done. It's not an unsportsmanlike, all right? It probably should have been called that. I have a feeling in a state title game, like, we're going to call personal foul so that you don't potentially get thrown out of the game later. It's still the same yardage.
1st and 10 at the 24. Pegues on a quarterback draw. Ball comes loose, but he is ruled down by contact, so the play is over at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Aaron Pegues on the quarterback.
A good decision here. Nowhere to go, takes off. The edge rushers overrun the play, and that was Piaa coming in. He's not afraid to lay the lick. Almost recovered it, too.
Pegues on 2nd down, throwing into the end zone. Man open, and it's dropped. King Vincent could not hang on. It will be 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, he's going to want that one back. It almost looked like watching it live, like he just kind of nonchalanted it there, and it just, I mean, he doesn't go up, he just kind of nonchalants it, and it hits his body, and away it goes. And this is one you got to have, right? Because you run this play, you run it deep, you get behind the defender, and he just doesn't secure the catch.
Trips to the right, including Johnson. Empty backfield. 3rd and 7 for Pegues. Rolling to his left, squares the shoulders, throwing back of the end zone. This one is caught, but out of bounds.
Boy,
Johnson was there.
Man, and that was a nice route he ran. A double move. Our guys are saying he's in. Double move. Oh, man, they're not going to talk about it at all either. So you've missed the double move, but watch this go up and get it. Go up and catch it. He's got it, and right there. Heel might be on the white. That's probably what they saw, right?
If the heel's on the white, he's out of bounds.
That's a great catch, though. And it's a double move. So he's running he runs toward the center, towards the sideline, and then back over to the left.
4th and 7 at the 21. They'll go empty again. All-out blitz. Pegues over the middle, caught by Johnson, breaks one tackle, needs some more yardage, and he gets it. What an effort by Jules Johnson. They'll convert on a 4th and 7.
He was open right away, and they ran him underneath with the safety dropping off. Piaa comes in on pressure, but watch this. I mean, they have him dead to rights, and he gets extra yardage. I mean, these guys they're not done yet, and this is such a crucial drive.
Super recognition by Pegues.
Yes.
With the blitz coming, and then Johnson just willing his way to a 1st down. A gain of 8. They're at the 13-yard line. Empty again. Pressure again. Pegues throws short, complete, and Arnold is right there to make the tackle for a loss on the play.
Well, they know they're going to throw the ball on empty, and if not, you're going to come in and get the quarterback. So Piaa comes in, number 4 from the middle, and Chase Williams comes in off the edge that time. Every play, they're getting guys on the quarterback. Yeah, he probably wants, I'm going again.
There's not much that Jim Roth hasn't seen as a head coach, nearly 600 games at Southern Columbia. They'll now go trips left, slot to the right, empty backfield on a 2nd down and 12. Pegues tosses one into the end zone, another jump ball, and another drop. This one by Johnson. It's 3rd and 12.
I mean, they're bringing Piaa because they're doubling down on the tackle, and it was probably Carter that they doubled down. He's coming in clean. And again, that's one he's going to want back. Watch the pressure. And this never should have even been caught or attempted to catch, but he goes up and gets it. He made a tough catch before, and that one just goes through his hands.
Third and 12 at the 15. Pegues Gets rid of it quickly, nearly intercepted. Andrews this time had a shot and could not come up with it. It's 4th and 12.
Gee, guess who? Look at the pressure from Piaa. He, again, a small guy's using his speed, and you're right. If this is on target, but the reason why it's off timing is they can't block the middle. Again, you're a center who's making sure your shotgun snaps are there, but whether it's, and he's also coming A-gap, so he's coming between the right guard and the center, and it's tough to step over, especially if you're dealing with a tackle like Jaden Carter on that same side.
Now 0 for 5 on 3rd down conversions, 1 for 2 on 4th. 4th and 12. They just converted a 4th and 7. Piaa throwing into the end zone, has a man open, and this time Johnson hangs on for the touchdown from 15 yards away.
They didn't need much time there. A single move by Johnson. Piaa knew that's where he was going right out of the gate. Johnson stepped toward the post, goes to the corner. Piaa's got enough, gets behind. There's their press coverage all the way across, and Johnson's ability to make that move off the line gets him wide open.
I got to tell you, that was a difficult scoring drive.
Yeah.
I mean, they had some missteps along the way. What a gutsy effort by the Steelers.
Yes. And it took a bunch of time, but that's okay, right? If you get the 2-pointer, and that's what they're going to do, it's 28-16.
Piaa will have trips left. Slot to the right, but Johnson moved. This is going to move the ball back 5 yards.
Full start. It's number 3. 5-yard penalty. Retry.
Well, I think they're going to want an intentional squib on this kickoff. Maybe they can get it, but I know this changes things. It's a 14-point game. You go to 6. You get the 2-pointer, but this is a throwaway almost because they know they can get this, and they're not going to kick extra points.
So from the 8, Piaa, pressure coming, and down he will go. So the conversion attempt fails with 4:32 to play in the 3rd quarter. It is Southern Columbia 28, Farrell 14. We'll step aside, come back to Chapman Field in just a moment on PCN.
Stadium lights are going out. The bleachers are empty. The reason? No officials. When fans are disrespectful to the calls on the field and those who make them, it is a hard position to fill. Show your support for your PIAA officials by demonstrating respect. Let's all work together so the game is great for everyone.
For over 25 years, PCN is proud to bring you exciting moments of Pennsylvania sports. From touchdowns to double plays to the butterfly stroke, PCN brings all the action right to you. PCN is a 501c3 nonprofit television network dedicated to bringing Pennsylvania to you. Please consider a tax-deductible donation today. PCN is Pennsylvania Sports.
Four and a half minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Big touchdown scored by the Farrell Steelers. They're within 14 in the 2A championship game. Coming up tonight, 7 o'clock, it's the 5A title, a rematch of last year as Bishop McDevitt out of District 3 takes on District 12 champ Roman Catholic. McDevitt won last year's game 34-31 in overtime. Then 2 more games for you tomorrow here on PCN. The 3A game at 1 o'clock, the 6A game at 7 o'clock. Dunbar to kick off for the Steelers. Andrews and Garcia back. We have not seen the Southern Lehigh offense a whole lot, Southern Columbia offense a whole lot here in the 2nd half. And a return to the 30-yard line by Garcia. I mentioned Southern Lehigh. I wanted to recap yesterday. Game 1 was Clareton winning the A final. Southern Lehigh winning last night in the 4A final. As we are almost midway through the football championships for 2025.
Just got a text that Copperhead Grill, the one on 378 heading to DeSales, they had the game on last night. They were rooting heavy right there by Southern Lehigh. Yep.
It's right off the Southern Lehigh campus, Center Valley. Hockenbrock hands off on 1st down. Andrews broke 1 tackle. Johnson will eventually bring him down, but not before Andrews backs his way for 5 on first down. So again, you do a really good job there if you're the Steelers, and somehow it's a 5-yard gain.
Yeah. So I think it was Kane that came up, right? Yeah. And you just run through him. Like, again, I mean, listen, he's had a great game with tackles, but if you're going to come up, and these guys are coming up heavy to take away the run, it's got to be finished behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tough enough, so is Garcia, so is Hockenbrock, and so is Williams, to go for positive yards.
If they get a stop here, it's going to be very interesting. On that inside reverse, Garcia gets popped. He did not get away from Kane. A pickup of 3. It'll make it 3rd down and 2.
Jaden Carter, 57, is the one that has the key block right here on the edge, right? D tackle can't come in. Kane comes up from the second level. So that's 2 plays that he's been in. The first one was nice, but he missed it. That one's good, but again, you're getting a few yards. Now, here comes Hilton again, 56, to try to clog the inside.
Kane, 14 tackles, 9 of them solo. He came into the game with 79 on the season. 3rd and 2, Hockenbrock, he is tied up, and he is not escaping this time. The white jerseys all over it. Both Canes in on the play. Dorian and Damar.
So you're trying to run away from the center of the defense, come outside, watch 9 come up. I mean, he just gets through. That's an edge blocker in 67 for Southern Lehigh. And again, that's Quinton, but he gets through and almost like, oh, wow, look at this. I got a guy in front of me.
4th and 4, first punt for Preston Shadle, averaging 35 yards a kick. Johnson and King Vincent back to return at their own 30. A huge stop for the Steelers. Line drive kick is going to take a favorable roll, and it will be downed at the 27-yard line. 37-yard punt, 1st and 10 for the Steelers with lots of time left here. 2:22 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Well, first of all, it was a quick series for Southern Columbia, so they didn't take much time off the clock. Field position's not bad, so you're able to work it. Tiger's goal there was to at least, I imagine, take it down to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Just 2 minutes and 10 seconds on that possession. So now if you get a score, things really become interesting. You can sense that Farrell is beginning to play with a little more confidence.
Oh, yeah. I want to see what they do offensively, because while they struggled with pass blocking, they were able to get better at it in those crucial downs.
Johnson will be in a slot right. The running back is Jason Marshall. Pegues will keep it on first down. He gets stood up pretty quickly, and just a yard to the 28.
Well, Marshall's slow, man. You could hear that hit. It might have caught a stinger there or a little loopy.
Pegues on the quarterback.
Again, that looks like a good run, right? But Piaa, there's Marshall. I mean, he came up, so you're running that quarterback keep with a lead blocker, and it was Marshall.
2nd down and 9. Bunch receiver set at the end of the line of scrimmage right. Pegues rolling that way. And throws this out of bounds, and we'll see what the ruling is here. That ball did not get to the line of scrimmage.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
here comes the flag from Craig Moser for intentional grounding.
Get confirmation, but everything about this is intentional grounding. You see where the line of scrimmage is. He's getting tackled there. Now, and they'll accept this too because they want the yardage. And it's loss of down.
A loss of down as well.
Hey. Yeah.
Intentional grounding on the offense, number 1. 5-yard penalty. Loss of down. 3rd down.
So it's 5 yards from the spot, which moves the ball back to the 16-yard line. They have to get to the 37 for a first down. It's 3rd and 21. Battled through some adversity on the previous drive, picking up some big conversions. Can the Steelers get one here? Pegues. Short for Johnson. It will be 4th down.
Well, you hate to say that these 2 plays could potentially be the game, but they could be, because I don't know if this got knocked down at the line of scrimmage. I guess it didn't. No, it just didn't come out of his hand really well. But Yeah, they're going to have to punt here. You have to do this because you got to get some of this back, some of the field position back, because if you turn it over here, you're just about giving away a touchdown, and then now you're down even further, and you've got less time to go. You got a quarter to go.
Chase Malkowski. Chase.
Marshall to punt. Garcia and Andrews back to return. This one will roll toward midfield and will be down at the 49 of Farrell. 1st and 10 there for Southern Columbia. We've talked about the play of Dorian Kane today, the junior wide receiver and linebacker for the Steelers.
This is one of two really good catches offensively. Down the middle, big play for Farrell. Same thing, this is going to come in his 3rd quarter. This was the jump catch where it was tied, but he got it. Got them set up inside the 20 to be able to score and get themselves back in it. Defensively, a big stop, and stays at home here and comes. I mean, he's coming quick when he gets up in there, when he sees that run play. Unfortunately, they need a few more of those in this series.
Quick 6-yard pickup on 1st down for Andrews. As now you get to the point where we're late in the 3rd quarter, Southern Columbia will try and wear you down even more.
Absolutely, and they bring the big boys inside, 54-56 in Crumby and Hilton. Take away the run, and again, that's a huge win for them because it probably, well, here you could punt if you don't get it, but they're just going to try to beat you down and grind it out.
Rushing yards are 248 to minus 30. And now Joey Williams gets the carry, and he'll have a first down run to the 35. He'll pick up 8 more.
Oh, McHale, the center, 74 is the key block there. He just turns Hilton out of the way, and then you're going to bounce left and head down and pick up the yards you need.
Garcia has 95 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. Andrews, 70 yards and a touchdown. Hockenbrock has 65 yards rushing. Pickett 59 yards rushing. Garcia off the left side to the 32. He'll pick up 3, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just 1 touchdown. It belongs to the Steelers, getting them within 14, but work to be done if Farrell is to get its 5th state championship in school history. Meanwhile, Southern Columbia 12 minutes away from gold medal number 15. We've played 3 in Mechanicsburg. 28-14, Southern Columbia leads Farrell in the AA championship on PCN.
A PCN Select subscription is your all-access pass to Pennsylvania sports. Gain instant access to exclusive sports content at home or on the go. PIAA championships, sports profiles, inside the lines, PCN sports classics. Check out PCNTV.com for more information. PCN is Pennsylvania sports.
Groundhog Day, February 2nd on PCN.
We head to the 4th quarter at Chapman Field at Cumberland Valley High School. The PIAA Class 2A championship game. Southern Columbia will have a 2nd down and 7 at the Farrell 32-yard line. Southern Columbia leading 28-14. Looking for its 8th title in the last 9 years. Williams hit by Boatwright and Kane, able to hang on to the football and gets to the 25 right at the 1st down marker, and they will move the chains.
The protection for the ball is going to be big. Kick-out block comes from the play side guard, and that's Fulmer, number 50. He has been very active. Again, not great size, right? 195. All right, but he's very athletic and can pull. He's been able to pull. In that case, it's a kind of not a toss, but it's a sweep play, and he's able to road grade his way through and get another set of downs.
You know, it's interesting, Doug. Southern Columbia is so well known around the state for all of its appearances here. And you talk to people and you hear, well, you know, they didn't make the tournament last year. It's a down year. This team maybe not as good as some other Southern Columbia teams in the past, yet here they are, up by 14 in the fourth quarter. We're not the biggest, we're not the fastest, we don't have a Division I player, but it's a system that has worked year after year.
That's exactly right. Again, you're talking about kids that you've seen them down on the field in years past where they know what's at stake and what's going to be available when they come up to the high school level. They're running it in the youth program, so that way once you get here to this point, everything's easy for you. And they've got the ability with, again, two younger guys that didn't start this year. Quentin was one, didn't start last year, that have now, you know, they're veterans. They've been playing 14, 15 games.
Farrell's done a good job on Andrews. 3.7 yards per carry. He came in averaging 9 yards a run. Second down and 10 after no gain on that play. Hockenbrock will keep. Takes a heavy hit from Kane. Kane's looking at 20 tackles before this day is over, but that's a pickup of 6.
And Joey Williams was also crucial on that play, coming up and making the block on the kick out number 6. They run this quarterback keep a few times and then run outside. Williams kicks it, so he's able to cut up underneath. It's been an effective play. The scissor, where they've been able to run that reverse or the counter with the extra wing back.
16 tackles for Dorian Kane.
Yeah.
That's an impressive performance.
Yep.
Third down and 4. Great job defensively. Garcia absolutely nowhere to go. King Vincent finishes the play from the backside. Johnson was in there as well.
Steve, you mentioned about the timing. So one of the things that teams do when they run this set, this guard trap, is your quarterback is going to turn away from where the ball's going. So as he pivots to his right and hands off behind him, it allows the guard to come across. When a lot of spread teams run that, you got to take a jab step, and that allows Trow, number 53, to come across and get that block. The timing is crucial.
4th and 7. From the 22. Hockenbrock throwing into some coverage, and it is caught for a first down at the 5-yard line by Blaze Kissinger. What a grab in heavy traffic.
That's the biggest catch of the game right there coming up in this fourth quarter, because it's a ball that's dangerous to being intercepted. Hockenbrock has to go up and over the hands, doesn't lead him, doesn't have to, because he's got a safety there or a linebacker there, and he goes up and wins the possession.
Hockenbrock is now 4 for 4 for 29 yards. Gain of 17 there, 1st and goal at the 5. So now Southern Columbia looking to try and salt this one away. Watching the play clock, which is at 10. They'll go to that T formation. Andrews gets it this time, skips it out to the right, and he will scoot in for a 5-yard Tigers touchdown. His 2nd of the day, 23rd of the season.
Once again, we see his ability to bounce. They're going to try to run us inside the tackle. Nothing there. They jam it, right? So they jam the contain, and he just bounces outside with his speed. This is what we're talking about in the open, that deceiving speed. Tough runner inside the tackles, but has that ability to bounce, and you're not getting him.
Rushing yards now 274 to -30. Southern Columbia has 4 sacks, helping to get to that -30 total. Same formation here for the 2-point conversion. Hockenbrock looking to throw into the end zone, and this one is caught. Somehow Chase Williams comes up with it, and that will make it 36-14.
Yeah, he was covered well. Hockenbrock looking that way, and you could tell it was going to develop. But once again, this is great that he's able to go up. This is the touchdown series coming down. This is the big throw to Kissinger to set this all up. And then Garcia's ability to bounce outside. I mean, nice mix-up again. And then here's the touchdown. So look at that ball placement. He goes up and gets it. The timing is just not right by the corner. Coverage is there, but a pretty heads up and solid throw by Hockenbrock to get it there.
Chase Williams, a junior, just for what it's worth, does not have a catch officially this season.
Yep. Why not? Take a two-pointer in the championship game to salt it away.
He's blocked 4 punts and done a great job defensively.
Our next championship game.
Southern Columbia has blocked 8 kicks this year, 6 of them punts. And you look at Farrell, they have now 10 return touchdowns between punts and kickoffs. They have 6 defensive touchdowns. It is Damar Kane on the short kick, breaks a tackle, and sprints across midfield. He will give the Steelers great field position at the 47-yard line with a little more than 8 minutes to play. Now they have to score quickly.
Yes, not buried just yet, but obviously down 22. You know, you might even go on, if they do score, they might just go onside right out of the gate because you can't give this team an opportunity to burn any time.
Jules Johnson just 4 carries today, 18 yards. Actually has more receiving yards, 3 catches for 21. First and 10 from the Southern Columbia 47-yard line. Piaa throws a little comeback route. Caught by Nemo Jones at the 40. That's a gain of 7.
Tigers on the outside with the 3 receivers are going to play this one conservative, play it tight. Nice route, too, by the way, from Nemo, where it's a hard down the field and then a stop, come right back for the football.
Piaa coming into today, 4th most passing yards in the season in school history. He'll add to that total here as Kane comes up with his 4th catch, and he'll have a first down at the 22, a gain of 18. What a tremendous day for Dorian Kane.
Kane line up inside receiver, finds a spot in his zone, and then he is gone.
Piaa flips it for Kane again. Kane shakes off a tackle and steps out of bounds at the 11. He'll get 11 more. It's first down.
Trying to work him from the slot. I thought he was covered on that formation, but they had no call there, and runs toward the center of the field and then turns, depending on where the coverage is, turns outside. They got a chance.
And 19 catches coming into today, 5 this afternoon for 97 yards. From the 11, Piaa is nowhere to go. Piaa is at the bottom of that pile again.
Hopper comes in and finishes him off. And once again, we saw Jaden Carter, 57, be part of that in the middle.
Loss of 4 yards on the play. Piaa over the middle into coverage. Looking for Johnson. That is broken up by Caius Morrow.
Got a penalty flag on that all the way over by that's the field judge that calls that one. Oh man, I mean, there's a little shoulder contact, but his arm is around. That's what the field judge, that's what he's looking right at, that left arm.
Before the pass, holding on the defense, number 12. After this is the goal, second down.
It's not an automatic first down.
So coming out of the break on the pass route is where they got him, where they got Morrow.
Ball's at the 7. It's second down and 6. Piaa. That one was tipped. Okay. So there is no interference. Yep. Kane was the intended receiver. It's third down and 6.
Pass incomplete.
Big part of this, and they're still getting some pressure, but it's enough, and there's where the ball's tipped.
It was Hopper, got a fingertip on it.
Oh, you knew it wasn't going to be Piaa, right? He's a tough kid. You love the undersized backer that plays with their hair on fire.
Piaa delivers incomplete over the head of Jones. 4th and 6 at the 7.
So Piaa again, pressure. Jules Johnson is running a corner. Doesn't see him. up the middle, and Piaat's going wherever Carter's not. You see Johnson there disappear into the left corner. He's open, but again, Pegues has got bodies in his face and can't see to his left.
4th and 6 at the 7. Empty backfield. Trips to the right. Delayed blitz coming. Pegues looking for Johnson back of the end zone, and he runs out of real estate. Farrell will turn the ball over on downs.
He is going to get away with whatever happened in the snowbank, but they got it covered this time. And there's Piaa. Come on now. Every time he's coming in there, this is a great catch, but it's too deep, and it has to be thrown there. Johnson's still over by the snowbank, but he also spiked the football, but they're not going to rub salt in the wound at this point.
Tigers take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Pegues has done his best, man. He has had, pressure in his face all day long.
Southern Columbia will take over at the 7-yard line with 6:25 to play. And right now, if you're the Tigers, you're probably thinking, all right, at the very least, let's get a first down or two, take care of the football. Williams, he's going to take care of the first part of that, getting all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him at the 31. He'll pick up 24. It'll be a first down for the Tigers.
Just off tackle on that left side today, just blocking so good. And Williams able to burst out of there, pick up enough, and now, you could just feel it. It's the home crowd that's on our side here. Southern Columbia knows it now. They can take as much time off, to be honest with you. With this lead, if they wanted to go 4 downs here in this spot, they could still do it.
They will take their time getting to the line of scrimmage. 10 seconds to snap. Andrews trucks his way to the 40.
Andrews on
Close to 9 more on first down. Just a punishing effort out of that wing tee today.
And it's guard trap with Fulmer. He's going to read the hole himself, and then you got both guys following up. So Fulmer comes up 50. It's hit, and then it's a hinge. Our guys, I say butt to the hole all the time, right? When we do play breakdowns. Fulmer does textbook right there. So he's going to come up, make sure he gets inside hinge, and then turn so your backs can come right up behind you.
2nd down and 2 at the 39 as we close in on the 5-minute mark here at Cumberland Valley. We're mixing it up now in the backfield. Flag comes in on the run by Garcia.
On the tackle. Penalty marker on the play.
It's enough for a first down at the 49.
So it looks like it's a hold late. No, they didn't. No, they moved the flag. Okay, yep, there you go.
On the defense, number 11. 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
It was either holding late, but that's down the field kind of late.
Left hand's got it.
Yep.
Out of the 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
First and 10, Southern Columbia.
There's a chance, watching Southern Columbia over the years, that they will just have the ball for the rest of the game.
Oh, yeah, that's their goal, right? Paper cuts. Now's the time.
Still 15 on the play clock.
You get a 24-7 lead, you think the game is over.
Williams into the secondary. Johnson makes the tackle at the 27, 9 more. That is now 325 yards on the ground for the Tigers to minus 34 for the Steelers.
Slightly above the average, yeah. Doesn't matter what personnel you're putting in right now. It's defensively, there's no very, very few negative plays on that side. And you're going to win a bunch of games when you're going 9 yards, 8 yards, 7 yards on first down.
Farrell had seen the wing tee from Fort LaBeouf, Wilmington, and Sharpsville. So not a foreign offensive concept, but it's just run a little bit differently by the gang in Catawissa. Andrews will get a first down to the 25.
Met by number 11, Deontay Gillespie.
They'll mark him to the 24, a gain of 3.
First down, Tigers.
This is exactly what you expected this team to do today. You got two H-backs or two wings in there, and Garcia and Andrews. Hockenbrock, the quarterback. You got Williams, the tailback, fullback, and they're all going to share carries, keeping them fresh, and that's why this wing T is dangerous when it's run so efficiently, just so efficient today.
Inside the 20. Garcia, he's already over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Kind of funny when you look at this offense in today's game. You know, all the kids like wide receiver, right? Because that's the big deal at the NFL. If you come here, you want to be a guard, a wing, or a back. Quarterback even's getting in to throw a little bit, but this is a case where you really want to be an offensive lineman because you're so vital a part of it. It's a throwback because guys usually want to be receivers, they want to play QB, but this is a team that understands what your role is going to be when you come up to the high school level.
Hockenbrock hands off to Williams, and he will get into the end zone. Joey Williams, his 11th rushing touchdown of the season.
Yeah, might as well, right? Everybody else has got one, except for Hockenbrock. So he was the lead blocker last play. Now they flip it. Andrews is the guy, gets the block on the edge on number 11 in Gillespie, and he takes it in.
Chase Williams.
Shadle for the extra point. Most points allowed by Farrell this year. The previous high had been 40 in a loss against Steubenville. The other loss against Hickory. 43-14, Southern Columbia leads. We'll come back for the finish here at Cumberland Valley with 2:01 to play in the fourth quarter.
Get your business off the sidelines and into the game. Sponsor Sports.
15th in school history. Just unmatched. They're up 43-14 over Farrell. Shadle to kick off for the Tigers. Lines one short. Damar Kane from the 28-yard line. Trying to go across the field. Shadle, the kicker, got a piece of it. Eventually Martino will make the tackle. We have 3 teams on the field today. Farrell and Southern Columbia. Craig Moser, the referee out of District 11, the Lehigh Valley. His son, Gabe, pitched in the Phillies organization last year for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, a graduate of Parkland High School, and then he went to Shippensburg University. This was his home debut at Coca-Cola Park after spending his entire career in the Padres organization. It was a memorable night in Allentown, Doug.
He was a nice middle rotation guy that came in, and he was durable, gave you a ton of innings. Off-speed pitches were big. Craig was joking with us at, I think it was the Nazareth game that we did, that we put him on TV too much, that he would go to those games. Yeah, a cool story because obviously he a local guy and kind of a player to keep an eye on to see what the Pigs decide to do moving forward next year, or the Phillies decide to do.
So just kind of a neat element to the game. Gabe had a great career at Shippensburg. Southern Columbia will take a timeout here. This is really a curtain call.
Yep, exactly.
Jim Roth has done this a few times.
Yeah.
They'll pick up their 15th straight win to finish the season after losing to Wyomissing. Talk about coaching legends. Bob Wolfren at Wyomissing is another one in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Same offense, too.
Same offense, the wing tee, for years and years and years. They lost 49-27. He told us before the game, we got pushed around, and we knew our fronts would be an issue. We lost a lot to graduation. He credited his lines for really improving over the course of the season.
Yep.
There's a pass to Johnson. Johnson inside the 40, down close to the 35-yard line.
You got to so they've traditionally played Wyomissing the last couple of years, and for Wyomissing, when they were on a roll, it was their best opponent basically throughout the course of the season. This crew, the number ones, are still on for Farrell, but you got to like scheduling the talent in the beginning, tough teams, to kind of see what you got and what you need to work on.
Johnson again, same play to the other side. And Johnson inside the 15, still on his feet, still going. Ball is loose and eventually recovered by Jason Marshall.
Marshall was pulling him, it looked like. We've seen that play called as a penalty earlier this year. But again, Johnson gets to the edge. You're getting some blocks out in the perimeter. Guys are trying their best to take him down. And look at Marshall's grabbing him. I mean, it's almost like he's trying to rip the ball out. He might have been trying to take it out so he can run it in.
Gain of 33 to the 3. And Aaron Pegues is moving up the leaderboard in Farrell school history. They're going to run the same play again. Johnson this time is in for a touchdown from 3 yards out. So Jules Johnson will get his 5th touchdown catch of the season with 42 seconds to play.
Same play, 3 plays in a row. Again, you got the 2s in for Southern Columbia, and Johnson just kind of trots in there. You know, giving the seniors something to go out on top with the effort today. Add the reception numbers to the rushing numbers that he's got, although they have kept him in check on the ground.
We'll go for 202 yards passing for Pegues today. That moves him into 3rd all-time in a season. Throwing for the 2-point conversion, and that is caught. Really nice catch by Nemo Jones, and that will make it 43-22 with 42 seconds to play. PIAA championship games are the exclusive property of the PIAA. Television coverage is licensed to PCN, whose exclusive rights are protected by federal copyright law. Any retransmission of any kind or other use of the television coverage of this game without the expressed written consent of the PIAA is prohibited by law. So again, 202 yards for Pegues. That gives him 21-28. He moves past Alex Myers for 3rd place in a single season. And he has also moved past Myers for 2nd in career passing yards. Cabron Smith, the only one ahead of him for career yards. As Myers is now over 4,000, Pegues is over 4,000. He is just a junior. He'll be about 670 yards shy of the record entering next year.
Just want to point out that was a nice throw on the 2-pointer.
It was.
He did a great job of finding Nemo in the corner there.
He certainly did.
Holding on to that one for about a minute and a half until you were done.
Very good.
Still having fun, right? Still having fun here.
Rashad Dunbar set to kick off.
I got to give you credit on that one, Doug. Here's Dunbar to kick off. They will go onside, and Martino will cover it for Southern Columbia.
Onside kick.
Have to snap it one more time.
Number 7, Anthony Martino.
Jim Roth will pick up career win number 521. They've had a lot of continuity on the coaching staff.
Once again, fans reminded immediately following this game, we will honor these.
They've got a really good strength and conditioning program at the school.
We ask your cooperation, please.
This will be state championship number 15, 8 in the last 9 years. Their 67th win in the state tournament will be this afternoon.
Yeah, that's just amazing numbers. So, yeah, I know the debate for people is about moving them up. I'd like to see them come up a level or two just to see what they can do against these teams, but they continue to dominate and do it the way they do it, with just dominant defense and a running game.
They're only a few students into AA. I mean, they're very close to being back in the single A classification. Jim Roth will pick up another championship with a very precision-like effort here today. 351 yards on the ground on 59 attempts. They had the ball for 33 plus minutes this afternoon. Anthony Pegues, who beat Jim Roth as the quarterback of Farrell 30 years ago in the Class A championship game. 6-0 for Farrell at Mansion Park, will settle for a silver here today. Third time that the Steelers have been runner-up. And he will not be player of the game, but I would be remiss if we don't mention the play of Dorian Kane. 17 tackles for the Steelers, 5 catches for 97 yards. He was spectacular here today.
Yeah, just tough. I mean, again, great. You don't want him to have that many tackles, but he played his heart out as a junior, too, so he's back next year both ways for Farrell. But, yeah, just because he's coming from that second level. But, man, played his heart as possible. And he knew this team was